you. Thank you.
When you're young, they take your hand, they say you're from the greatest land, and right or wrong, they teach you the song of your people. And in your mind, they shape your dreams. The song of your people. Mother, tell me, is the love on my tongue? Mother, tell me, 'cause I'm the revolution. Mother, tell me, are there wars to be won? Can you tell me, am I a child of the sun? The only one that rules the world is every little boy or girl. Child, you are the revolution. I'm gonna bury your flags and all your religions. You know it's a drag to hear all your bitching. When I was young, standing in the kitchen, hatred was on television. Mother, tell me, is the love on my tongue? Mother, tell me, 'cause I'm the revolution. Mother, tell me, are there wars to be won? Can you tell me, am I a child of the sun? The only one that rules the world is every little boy or girl. Child, you are the revolution. Child, you are the revolution. Child, you are the revolution. Child, Mother, tell me, is the love on my tongue? Mother, tell me, 'cause I'm the revolution. Mother, tell me, is the love on my tongue? Mother, tell me, 'cause I am the revolution. Mother, tell me, are there wars to be won? Can you tell me, am I a child of the sun? The only one that rules the world is every little boy. Child, you're the revolution. Child, you are the revolution. Child, you are the revolution.
Thank you, Owen.
Wrap it up, throw it away. Gonna start a brand new day. Spring cleaning in the winter time. Throw away the things you left behind. I'm on my way to Judgment Day. Spring cleaning in the winter time. Oh, 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 I'm sick of all the bad news.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Red Clay Music Foundry. Thank you so much for coming out this evening. Welcome. Glad you're here. Hello to you folks watching online on the live stream. Welcome to EOP Live. This is a little songwriter series that we are going to be doing once a month for the next, hopefully, 1,000,000 months. I don't know. We'll see. But hopefully it'll be that long. If you've never been here before, the rumble that you're hearing right now is my friends, the Norfolk Southern. You folks watching on camera, y'all have probably noticed things shake a little bit. That's okay. It's not an earthquake. It's just the Norfolk Southern. It's the lifeblood backbone of America right there, and it's about 35 yards from the back of our building. So it happens 27 times a day, whether we want it to or not, and it just happens, and it's okay. We love the Norfolk Southern, so just get used to that. If you have not noticed in the lobby, there are 2 restrooms. They're unisex because there's 1 potty per room. You can all go in together if you want. We don't care. It's not a statement of political awareness, religious awareness, or social awareness. It's just that there's 1 potty per room. So y'all figure it out. You can do whatever you want to do. It's okay with us. There's a bar in the lobby. We encourage you to imbibe. You can bring anything from the bar you'd like into the theater. That's okay with us too. Uber and Lyft will pick you up right at our front door and take you home. You can leave your car parked right where it is in beautiful downtown Duluth for, hell, you can leave it for a couple of weeks and it don't even matter. It'll be safe and sound and right there where you go back to find it. So you can do that. I am going to tell you a little bit about my friend Chuck McDowell, who is the basically brains and backbone behind this little series. But he approached me a while back and said, you know, I'm getting out and I'm playing these little songwriter things and I'm meeting all these good people, and why don't we do a little series where I bring some folks, ask them to come in, a couple of out-of-towners and a local or 2, and we'll do this little songwriters thing. And I'm like, well, Chuck, that's a fantastic idea. I've only been doing it for 35 years, and but I'm going to say it's your idea because it is. And so this is Chuck's idea. And I just love Chuck McDowell. He has a band called Isobo, and they sell this place out, and it's really cool. And I love his songs. And I've known him now for, I guess, 7 or 8 years, and his songwriting is just like catapulted into levels that it wasn't when I met him. And I'm proud to say that there's not a button left on any vest I own from watching his growth. And it's a beautiful thing, and I love him dearly. He's one of my favorite humans. And he is going to introduce the other guys to you. But I would love for you right now, if you don't mind, to sound like you're about 1,000 people and give a nice welcome to Chuck McDowell.
52 blocks of timber, 85 feet of rail, 38 yards behind a metal door. Listen to it rail, it rumbles in your belly, it rattles in your bones. It feels like striking thunder, you can hear that whistle moan. She's called the Norfolk Southern, she rides along the track. She's searching for a song to sing, it keeps her coming back. Red Clay Music Foundry, where the singers sing their songs. calling her like sirens. She just wants to sing along. She sings along. She sings along. Norfolk Southern Railroad train comes by, sing a song. Keeping time with clicks and clacks, she wants to sing along. There she goes, but she'll be back, she's searching for a song. Boxcars stacked like Lego, she takes them on her way. She can flatten out a penny 27 times a day. When you feel that beat start thumping and the song begins to roar, we'll listen to that backbeat. You might feel that engine roar. She sings along. She sings along. Norfolk Southern Railroad train comes by, sing a song. Keeping time with clicks and clacks, she wants to sing along. There she goes, but she'll be back, she's searching for a song. The guitar solo's gonna be omitted to have more time for these other people to play. You might find it in a classroom, you might find it on the stage. Whatever Eddie's cooking, there's gonna be a rage. Come down and get your ticket. Hear the songs that we sing. And maybe if you're lucky, you might hear that whistle scream. She sings along. She sings along. Norfolk Southern Railroad train comes by to sing a song. Keep time with clicks and clacks, she wants to sing along. There she goes, but she'll be back, she's searching for a song. There she goes, but she'll be back, she's searching for a song. Thank you very much. And thank you for those watching in online. Great to have you here as well. I'd like to introduce our fellow artists tonight, and it's a good batch. If y'all guys would come on out, that'd be great. This is... All right. And the other good-looking hat there is Mr. David Olney. So to my left is Mr. Dan Navarro. And to my right, Mr. Korby Lenker. And we're really grateful for you guys coming down here. I think it's David and Korby came down from Nashville.
Yep.
And Dan came from Washington, D.C. via California.
Near Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Live in Southern California, but I was over in Washington.
Well, cool. Hey, Korby, would you kick it off for us?
I'd love to. It's always good to play some songs at the Red Clay Theater.
There's something in the prairie wind You never said goodbye. I guess it slipped your mind. Ooh, all the way to Chicago. Ooh, wonder what will I find. Ooh, when I'm leaving behind the stars and the northern lights. Yeah, the northern lights.
Cool.
Hey, hi, I'm David Olney, and good to be here. Have you seen the Northern Lights?
I have. Yeah, only
Yeah,
like twice.
I used to say, boy, man, before I die, I want to see the Northern Lights. And then I got pretty old and thought, why press it? You know? Well, anyway, I do this song. It's called Backslider Blues, and I wrote this with my guy who plays bass with me, Dan Seymour, and John Hadley. At John Hadley's place in Norman, Oklahoma, and we sat down to write, and then Dan said, well, I got some notes from my wife, his wife, Jan, and we looked at these sort of random lyrics and stuff. Wow, that's pretty good. So it was a pretty easy job that day. But now she wants to be paid. So. Well, she rolled a cigarette and she read out of the Bible. Said, come on over, baby, we can have our own revival. It's an open invitation, wicked inclination, sinful motivation, not one moment's hesitation. Here we go. Backslider blues. Well, she raised a little finger like she's sipping on some tea. She took a hit of whiskey, she was looking straight at me. It's an open invitation, sinful inclination, wicked motivation, not one moment's hesitation. Here we go. Backslider blues. Well, she knows just what she's doing. She knows just what she did. She knows just what she's got. She doesn't try to keep it hid. She's looking like pure heaven, but she's sent from down below. I know she's no good for me, that's why I love her so. It's an open invitation, sinful inclination, wicked motivation, not one moment's hesitation. Here we go. Backslider blues. All right. Thank you.
See, the thing about In the Rounds is that you never feel like you can ever follow the song that came before. And I feel that 3 times now. Luckily, I have a short memory, so. This is the title track of my new record. I'm sorry, record. There used to be these things. Come on and take a ride across the border to a place that once was mine. Out of focus, out of order, pictures from another time. On the outside, turning lighter, so much darker in my eyes. Gas and water on the fire, makes no difference, something dies. So I take a piece of who I am, stretch it thin. Every time I start to feel the walls closing in, I shed my skin. Come on and take a ride on the dragon, hiding out behind the lines, piling bodies on the wagon. Everyone's a friend of mine, but when I feel that bitter chill in the wind, I swear that I can feel the brew start to spin. So I shed my skin. I shed my skin. Smoke, through the rubble, through the crossfire, friends in need. On the inside of the bubble, we see what we choose to see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Heart of darkness, hope and anger, the road to freedom paved with fear, lead me back to where I came from, somewhere far away from here, with the light to find my way back home. It's growing dim.
How about these guys? When the north wind blows, rock walls quake. When hot wind blows and the parched earth shakes. When lightning snaps and you're all alone, cling to those among the cornerstone. When your secret hope is gone with the wind, when you just want love but don't have a friend, if you can't find fruit from seeds you've sown, cling to those among the cornerstone. You want to fly, just let go. Drop the treasures dragging you below. Replace your blood, replace your bones. Become a rock with the cornerstone. Give all that you have to the one who gave to you. Stone helps stone, and the cornerstone is true. You are called to be here. Do not wallow in the toil. Peace abounds, dreams are never foiled. You want to fly, just let go. Drop the treasures dragging you below. Replace your blood, replace your bones. Become a rock of the cornerstone. Become a rock of the cornerstone. Become a rock of the cornerstone. Thanks. Hey, Korby, if I can say that you do more than just this. Obviously, you know that, but I want to share with the folks in the room and the folks on the internet, TV. He's got his own TV show that he writes and is acting in. He writes short stories, and you probably do a whole lot more than
I'm
just
also an amateur hacky sack player too,
all right,
so
there you go.
it's pretty important to me.
But it's cool stuff, and we can talk more about how people can check into it later.
That's awesome, Chuck. Thanks for saying this much. That just made me change my song selection for this
Sorry.
round.
Sorry.
Chuck is giving me a plug. I gotta ride this out. Okay. I had a book of short stories get published a couple of years ago called Medium Hero. It's out there in the lobby for the people who are here. Sorry, internet people. Oh, there's Amazon. There you go. And after that, I spent about a year working on a television show with a friend of mine based on the book. And long story short, we started shooting it in 2018. I guess that's last year. And we're about to release the third episode. And it's about indie folk singer who's he's smart but dumb. And he's trying to make good in music without alienating everyone around him. And when the show opens, he's doing a very bad job of all of that. And so each episode of the show has a new song that comes out with it. And so I'll play you right now the song that came out with the first episode. The show's called Morse Code. And you can watch the first episode for free on my website, korbylenker.com. And this song is called If You Love Somebody. I wrote it with Liz Longley.
I can't hear you. I don't know what you haven't said. And it's nights like this, it seems obvious when we're sharing the same damn bed. And the way the moonlight hits your face almost takes my breath away as I watch you sleep in these tangled sheets. I'm wondering what it's gonna take. If you love somebody, if you love somebody, if you love somebody, let them know. Yeah. And the words I want, are they all on the tip of your tongue? When you try to speak, are they buried so deep that they're never gonna come? And you told me a few eyes before, why do I want something more? If you love somebody, if you love somebody, yeah. If you love somebody, let them know. Let them know. Yeah. I didn't say I love you just to hear you say it back. I just wanted you to know. I just wanted you to know. If you love somebody, if you love somebody, if you love somebody, let them know. Yeah. If you love somebody, if you love somebody, yeah. If you love somebody, let them know. Let them know. If you love somebody, if you love somebody, if you love somebody.
Thanks, y'all.
I'm not going to lie. I no longer feel bad for you changing your song. And David, I don't want to alter your song, but I do want the folks to know that in addition to being a killer performer, songwriter, and all that, yeah, that was my tongue got twisted there. But he's also a poet and has a book of poetry, and he writes for what's it called?
The No Depression?
No Depression, yeah. Writes great articles there, and he's got a weekly web show called You Never Know, which I watch, and it's like getting to sit in his living room and have him just tell you what's on his mind, and he'll play a song, and it's very cool.
Thanks. Yeah, I was able to overcome my singing and move on with my life. Let's see. I want to do this one. Started playing in Arkansas a good bit and having a good time there. They're real nice people. And one of the things, they're really into their geology. I mean, it's kind of odd. But they really like their rocks, and they sell them by the side of the road, and it's a nice thing. It's they're in touch with the ground, basically. That's good. And so this is called Arkansas Rocks, which it does. I'm hoping they'll like it, and maybe I can get to be governor or something. Baby's got a mind made up. She's gonna have a way. When she gets that look in her eye, there's nothing more to say. Don't try to reason with her, it never works. You're talking to a wall made of Arkansas rock and dirt. Clear the road, get out of the way. You might as well face it, she ain't gonna change. She's got a heart bigger than Texas, but her head's as hard as Arkansas rocks. Arkansas rocks. Arkansas rocks. Arkansas rocks. You got the Oklahoma two-step, the Tennessee waltz, the Carolina shuffle, the Georgia crawl, the Alabama roll, the Mississippi creek, the Florida swing, the Mississippi stroll. Every step has a place, every place has a step. Well, I know a place as good as it gets. Got a heart bigger than Texas, but her head's as hard as Arkansas rocks. Arkansas rocks. Arkansas rocks. Arkansas rocks. Yeah. Well, she can ring like silver, she can shine like gold, but she's never, ever gonna do like she's been told. Well, she's meaner than a hammer, she's tougher than a nail. She's that night in Texarkana that was worth a whole week in jail. Clear the road, get out of the way. You might as well face it, she ain't gonna change. She's got a heart bigger than Texas, but her head's as hard as Arkansas rocks. Arkansas rocks. Arkansas rocks. Arkansas rocks. Arkansas rocks. Arkansas rocks. Thank you.
Dan, I got to brag on you too, because I mean all these guys are so accomplished. But Dan, aside from being a singer-songwriter, and he can tell you more about that history, but he's also an actor. He does voiceovers. He's on the board of String
Actors Guild.
String Actors Guild, yeah. He's been on the board of Folk Alliance. He's testified in Congress for songwriters and music, and just a very powerful and cool, generous dude.
Well, sleep is overrated. Yeah, the voice acting part has been fun because my mom, I blame her. When I was 14 years old, I was kind of being sort of like, things like that. And she said, you're never going to grow up as long as you keep making stupid noises with your mouth. And I figured that was the key to everything.
Guess you proved her wrong.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how you and I ended up involved with the same woman you just sang about.
You were on there. There you go.
Yeah, I really do think that was the same woman. She couldn't ever answer why things got crazy. She could never tell me what I'd ever done. She went screaming down the road with eyes ablazing, running from the fool that I'd become. Let her ride, she'll only bring you pain. Let her ride, she's coming back again. Let her ride, brother, what are you crying for? If you say that you don't love her anymore. If you say that you don't love her anymore. All I ever tried to do was be a lover. But all she ever wanted was a man. Now I'll try to make it one way or another. Take my time and do the best I can. Let her ride, she'll only bring you pain. Let her ride, she's coming back again. Let her ride, brother, what are you crying for? If you say that you don't love her anymore. If you say that you don't love her anymore. I'm traveling on this rocket ship to Venus, following this bottle to its end. There's been 10 years, 1,000 miles between us. But Lord, I'd love to see that girl again. Let her ride, she'll only bring you pain. Let her ride, she's coming back again. Let her ride, brother, what are you crying for? If you say that you don't love her anymore. If you say that you don't love her anymore. Let her ride. Let her ride. Let her ride. I still got the scars, I'm just saying.
Clark Kent has it best. Brownstone building with a metal desk. He can type faster than all the rest. Old Clark Kent has it best. Drinking black coffee with Lois Lane, trying to fit in when he's not the same. No evil villain knows his address. The old Clark Kent has it best. The heroes fight so folks don't die. A superhero born to fly, saving the world from criminal pests. Still, old Clark Kent has it best. Looking out for impending doom, just in time, none too soon. Comes out of nowhere, they all suppose, even stops to change his clothes. Protecting the day from all kinds of disasters, keeping bad guys from what they're after. A different place from where he begun. He gets his strength from this distant sun. But heroes fight so folks don't die. A superhero born to fly, saving the world from criminal pests. Still, old Clark Kent has it best. Kryptonite's too much to bear. Superman needs a rocking chair. See, superheroes need their rest, and old Clark Kent has it best. Heroes fight so folks don't die. A superhero born to fly, saving the world from criminal pests. Still, old Clark Kent has it best. Yeah, old Clark Kent has it best.
I'm not going to say a word this time.
I will provide the word saying for this segment. Hey, I'm Korby, and I live in East Nashville, Tennessee. Okay, and it's about like 4-hour drive from here to there to here, and that's a good like window for writing a song. So this a couple months ago, I was driving down to Atlanta for a show, and I've been thinking about this song. I kind of had an idea to write, and then all of a sudden, I don't know, it just one thing led to another, and I was just like writing this song on the way down to Atlanta. And you can't like play guitar and write a song and drive a car at the same time. It's illegal in both Georgia and Tennessee. And so I just like wrote an a cappella song in my head as I drove. And I've been listening to a lot of like, I guess spiritual music, like old Smithsonian Folkways recordings, the old like Swing Low, Sweet Chariot kind of songs. And so I wrote this quasi-spiritual song because I grew up, doing that sort of thing. I guess you call it an evangelical situation. I went to college and got that all straightened out. But I still love those songs, man. And I hear that music and it just takes me right back, and it's a feeling, So I wrote the song. It's not really a spiritual song, but if you don't listen to the words, it kind of sounds a lot like it. It's like my mom's favorite song that I wrote because she doesn't ever listen to the words of the song. It's another story. Okay. Yeah. So this is called "Jesus Turned the Water into Wine." Oh, Jesus turned the water into wine. Jesus turned the water into wine. Jesus turned the water into wine. He showed his tears to such a mighty good time. Jesus turned the water into wine. Jesus turned the water into wine. Jesus turned the water into wine. He showed his tears to such a mighty good wedding.
but the junks ain't empty. But the son of Mary, I know I gotta be done, yes. And the governor, so well I never, this is the best wine ever, yes. You can read all about it in the book of John. Jesus turn the water into wine. Jesus turn the water into wine. Jesus turn the water into wine. He sure is cheated such a mighty good. Jesus turn the water into wine. Jesus turn the water into wine. Jesus turn the water into wine. He sure is cheated such a mighty good. And Peter going fishing on the river. It was the river of Jordan, yes, deep and wide. But lately he's coming up empty. But listen to your Lordy, yes. Peter, go cast your net on the other side. Jesus turn the water into wine. Jesus turn the water into wine. Jesus turn the water into wine. He sure is cheated such a mighty good time. Jesus turn the water into wine. Jesus turn the water into wine. Jesus turn the water into wine. He sure is children. He sure is children. Such a mighty good. I see that one.
Hallelujah. Thank you very much.
I made friends with these two people, Rockley Gabriel and Anana Kay, this couple, and they're from Georgia, but not this Georgia. The one, Russia, Georgia, that one. And it's just been great writing with them, working with them, getting to know them. I guess it's, people that are from the outside just see things in a different way, and they'll pick out a phrase and just hear it in a different way. We were working on something, and it had a line in it, I received orders. And Anana said, why do we have anything about the daughters? I said, no, it's like, with that, I mean, it's cool that they hear things that way. Anyway, I've never done this one in public, but here goes. This is a song I wrote with them. Hold on. I ran out of excuses on the 23rd of March. Had to look the truth straight in the eye. She didn't say a word, she just walked away. It's always been my favorite goodbye. When you get this letter, I'll be 1,000,000 miles away. You can't reach me, no matter how you try. Remember summer days and the way I made you laugh. It's always been my favorite goodbye. Look back, look back. She heard me call. She took everything but time. Turn back, there's nothing left. Time takes everything but love. Like a ghost out of a book, and I never feel the moments passing by. Sometimes I think I see her disappearing round some corner, It's always been my favorite goodbye. Now some will leave the money on the bureau as they're leaving. Others look so sad you think they'll cry. She left like a fading note in a children's melody, and it's always been my favorite goodbye. Turn back, turn back. She heard me cry. She took everything but time. Look back, look back. There's nothing left. Time takes everything but love. Said the captain of the guard to the soldier who was condemned to die. The prisoner shook his head and he gave a little smile, and it's always been my favorite goodbye. And it's always been my favorite goodbye. La 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 la.
This was your first time playing in public, right? Ladies and gentlemen, folks in the internet world, what a gift. Thank you.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Wow. Drink would be good.
I love doing rounds. I swear to God, you've learned things about people and songs and stories that you never thought of. And it's just really, really cool. You guys are, I'm really honored to be on stage with all three.
Hey,
of you.
back at you.
Thank you, man.
The song was inspired by a swimsuit model and a Mercedes S600. What? Hey, you get your inspiration where you want. I'll get mine where I want. Like a bird to the top of the mountain, and there you were, bathed in the shadows, alone in the dark, with a lock and chain around your bulletproof heart. Minute by minute, time after time, body to body, crossing over the line, wrapped in each other, a shower of sparks began to melt the ice away from your bulletproof heart. Somebody tell me please, are we really here? I open my eyes king's horses and all the king's men can't put the genie back in the bottle again. Now I try to remember, to try to forget the way you felt that night, but it ain't happened yet. One perfect kiss blew the shackles apart that keep you locked inside your bulletproof heart. Won't somebody please tell me, please, what's happening here? The image is hazy, but the memory's so clear. And all the king's horses and all the king's men can't put the genie back in the bottle again. So where are the fault lines? How deep are the ties? And can I ever touch the fire I see in your eyes? We could come together, or we'll come apart. But I cannot come away from your bulletproof heart. Your bulletproof heart. It's too hard to imagine and too late to pretend that all the things we said and did won't happen again. So how do we finish? Where do we start? To break down the walls around your bulletproof heart. Your bulletproof heart. That's Korby Lenker on guitar.
Who played the train?
Yeah. You got the Norfolk Southern seal of approval on that one.
Oh, that was.
I'd like to thank Shalom for doing the sound here, both here in the room and online, and Corey and Lucy-Blair for doing the videos and the lights and all this sort of stuff. And I'd like to, most of
And
all,
Chuck McDowell for being a great host and a great friend and a great songwriter and a great man. And my brother.
Thank you so much. But I'd like to also thank y'all for coming. So that, I mean, it makes it a lot more fun, you know. We'd have fun anyway, but this makes it more fun. So we thank you for getting to do it. There's, big shots, and then there's really big shots. And there's this organization called Folk Alliance. And, once a year they get like 2,000-3,000 folk singers from around the country. And these three guys are like big shots, there. And that's where I heard them, met them, and all that sort of stuff. And it's just a great organization. But in the exhibition hall, there's one table that has this like fish bowl, and it has these little bitty sheets of paper, and they look like fortune cookies. And the deal is you draw that little fortune cookie thing out, and there's a song prompt on it. And if you say, I want to participate, then you're agreeing that on breakfast on Sunday, you'll get up there in front of the group and play the song you wrote. I can't do TV shows or write poetry or anything like that, but all I do is write songs. I can't do hacky sack.
I can't either, actually. That was a lie.
But I said, I'm in. And so I drew this sheet of paper, and it said, I'm okay being alone. And I've been married 37 years, and I can tell you the truth, I would not be okay being alone. But I said I could write that. You know, that's what songwriters do. And so I took it back to my room, and I forgot about it on Friday. Folk Alliance will sometimes run till 4 a.m., thanks to Dan. And and I woke up Saturday, and I said, gosh, I got to do that song tomorrow. So I just started scribbling it out, and I ended up liking it. And so I've kept it, so I'm going to do it now. I'm okay being alone. No curlers on the counter near my bathroom sink. No cotton balls, no Q-tips, no ribbons of pink. Wash my clothes together, dry them all the same. I pull out a dish, there's no lipstick stain. Watch what I want to on my big flat screen. No fixer-up or flip-or-flop on HGTV. Nobody points to my clothes on this rug. Nobody's squealing, come get this bug. But I'm okay being alone. My stuff's where I leave it each time I come home. No questions to answer, no sins to atone. Yeah, I'm okay being alone. Toilet seats up, no one complains. But sometimes I quiver when I say your name. Your Bible's on the table, I still get your mail. There are your car keys hanging on that nail. And I'm okay being alone. My stuff's where I leave it each time I come home. No questions to answer, no sins to atone. Yeah, I'm okay being alone. There's a dip in the sofa where you used to sit. The pillow beside me still has your scent. Each morning I wake to your face on the wall. Sometimes it feels like you never left at all. And I'm okay being alone. My stuff's where I leave it each time I come home. No questions to answer, no sins to atone. Yeah, I'm okay being alone. Casserole comes by, third one this week. I see lips moving, but don't hear them speak. Nobody knows that I cry in my sleep. Everyone marvels, everyone thinks that I'm okay being alone. All my stuff's where I leave it each time I come home. No questions to answer, no sins to atone. Yeah, I'm okay being alone. Yeah, I'm okay being alone.
song, Chuck.
Thank you, Focal Lines.
Oh man, is it? Okay, my turn. Okay, just want to do something dumb. Dude, people are so pissed off at each other these days. It's just, man, you turn on the radio, NPR, listen, people can't stop talking about Trump, even though they hate him so much. But I think about this a lot, and now like livelihoods at stake. You know, we're on like day 20, right? About 26 of this, and I ain't gonna pick a side on this. At this point, the situation needs to be resolved. People can go back to work. Come on, fuckers, get together. So me and my friend Nora Jane Struthers, yeah, come on, fuckers. That's intelligent politics right there. Me and my friend Nora Jane Struthers got together when that dude got the inauguration for the thing, and we were having some feelings about it, and we got talking about this whole situation, and we thought, man, people just can't even talk to each other anymore if you voted for the one and they voted for the other. Man, we got nothing in common. We're basically not even from the same country. I think it's not a good situation, you know. People have always disagreed since the beginning of politics. But what's different now is that you can voice your disagreement, or your opinion, you know, you're going to kind of lob it over the wall of your Facebook page, and you don't even have to be there when it splats. And consequently, there's just all this bickering going on and no real-time resolution. Right, we were talking about this, and we were like, man, people could just like sit down for a meal, one meal, and just have a meal together. That would be a start, because, right, we got that in common. We all got to eat. So we wrote this song called Let's Just Have Supper. And as is often the case when I write a song with a friend, I'll come home and I'll go for a run, you know, long run. I'll sit there and listen to the song on repeat and decide if it's like a song or just a song. And, man, I got fired up. I was like, this is a song. And I'm like, called Nora Jane on the phone right there in the middle of the run, all sweaty on the side of the road. You know, I'm like, Nora Jane, we got to record this thing. She's like, yeah, I think it's a pretty good song too. And I'm like, no, we need to do this right now. The country needs us. I get carried. I have feelings, guys, okay? And she's like, you're crazy. And I'll call you back in 10 minutes. So I just started making phone calls. And like I said, I live in East Nashville. A lot of talented people live there. Many of them are underemployed. And so I got people with time, right? So real quick, I put together a 5-piece band. And I didn't even tell them what the song. I was like, me and Nora Jane Struthers wrote this song. It's real good, and we'd love to have you record it. They're like, all right, Thursday? Okay. And I called this guy that has a recording studio down the street from my house. Really quick, put together the band and the studio and called Nora Jane back 2 days later. Okay, we're going to get together. Okay, fine. And the night before, I was like, man, it's just not enough. It really needs to be something. And I do a lot of film and TV stuff in Nashville, so I made a few more phone calls. So by the time Thursday rolled around, this 5-piece band descended on this recording studio and a 3-person camera crew. And there's a lot of people in this tiny room. And we got the mics all checked out, levels, everything, okay, fine. And the first time, me and Nora Jane played the song for the band. And the second time, the band played the song back with us. And the third time, we just recorded it. And 2 days later, I had the mixed mastered version of this song that didn't even exist, the week before. And the day after that, I had the finished video. And I was like, I'm just on a roll right now, man. And so I sent this thing to the one person I know at NPR. And I just emailed it to her, right? And she emailed me back like 45 minutes later. And she was like, man, I just love this song. Do you mind if we premiere it on the .org there? And I was like, yes, that's exactly what I had in mind. Thank you very much. That never happens. And so you can check out this video. It's super charming. And we were listening. Me and my girl were driving down today and just listening to the radio again. And it's just like, Jesus, people are so pissed. They can't even think. So I feel like I have to play this song every time I play. Otherwise, I sleep even worse. Okay, it's called Let's Just Have Supper. Dad's in his chair. Mama's on the phone. The TV's making all of us feel angry and alone. Talking makes us yell. Yelling makes us sad.
Coming home used to feel right, now it just feels bad. But they're my family, let's just have supper. Here, pull up a chair. It's hard to feel so far away, sitting with you here. Cornbread's in the oven, chicken's on the stove. Yeah, let's just have supper before the beans get cold. It's Sunday afternoons, I see my neighbor John. He's cutting grass and washing cars, he's always working hard. When we pass we wave, he seems like an alright guy. I kinda thought we might be friends until I saw that sign up in his yard. I guess we don't agree, let's just have supper. Here, pull up a chair. It's hard to feel so far away, sitting with you here. Cornbread's in the oven, and chicken's on the stove. Let's just have supper before the beans get cold. Scrolling through my feed, it's like chasing down a ghost. It's not a conversation, it's just comments on a post. Looks like we got a mess, and there ain't no easy fix. But supper's on and it's almost done, but don't you come on by around 6. 'Cause everybody needs to eat, let's just have supper. Here, pull up a chair. It's hard to feel so far away, sitting with you here. Cornbread's in the oven, chicken's on the stove. Let's just have supper before the beans get cold. Let's all have supper before the beans get cold. You know.
This the song. This is how I got to know Chuck, and from Folk Alliance. I played this, and that got us into a conversation. And this song. I wrote the first line and went, wonder where that's going. And then wrote the second line. I said, well, I didn't see that coming. And the whole thing was like that. I mean, I didn't even have a melody, and when I tried to sing it, I thought, well, that sounds stupid. So it's a recitation now. So what I guess I'm trying to say is, some songs, you have a certain amount of control over, and other ones they just go where they want. It's kind of like children. They go out into the world, and some of them send you a Christmas card, and then others don't. You know what I mean? That sounds ridiculous. Here we go. Man, you should have seen me way back then. I could tell a tale, I could make it spin. I could tell you black was white.
West Nashville, far west Nashville, LA. I go to Nashville a lot, and every once in a while Nashville comes to me. I wrote this with a woman from East Nashville about a year ago, and she just put it out on a new record. You know Sarah Clanton? She's one of two women that I've written with lately, both of whom are put together the same age as me. It's after midnight and the night sky keeps
keeps getting darker. It's taken so long to roll round to the light. But when it's too dark to see, hold out your hand and reach out for me. I'll be wherever you need me to be. Come and find me. I'll be your shelter when those storm clouds start brewing angry. I'll be your shoulder when that rain starts falling from your eyes. Up or down, I'm still around. I'm not heading for the door, I ain't leaving town. But if you wanna slow your engines down, come and find me. Come find me and I'll be there. And I'll ease your mind and tell you everything, baby, everything will be just fine. No matter what place or time, if you need a good friend or a warm place to hide, a lullaby for your troubled mind, come and find me. Come and find me. Come and find me.
From baritone,
Yeah, we had fun.
very nice.
Thank you.
For years, I would play any local gig I could get. And I never would eat beforehand because I was afraid I was going to burp or hiccup or something like that. So I'd always have to eat afterwards, and the restaurants were closed, so the only thing that would be available would be like the drive-through at McDonald's, you know, late at night. And there's one particular night, there must have been a lot of other people having gigs because the line was forever. But I had a craving for a McRib sandwich, so yeah, and especially because they were offering two for $2. Right? It's like, how can you say no to that? But I got this song about 80% done in that line, and this will be our last group of songs tonight. So again, thank you for coming, and it's been an honor to play for you.
Thanks, y'all.
And to be with these guys.
Thanks, Chuck.
5 years old, Grandpa's house, come on, let's get ice cream. I still hear his gravel voice, hold on, son, we'll see. How'd you like to taste the best ice cream in the world? He got my attention, I hung on every word. Here's a rag, there's some suds out there by my truck. Go and scrub those white walls clean, that will be enough. Finally done soaking wet, $1 in my hand. Come on, he said, you're gonna buy the best ice cream in the land. Lessons lived, lessons learned. The best $1 that I ever had was the first one that I earned. Sometimes wrong, sometimes right. The best teacher of them all is in the classroom of life.
Kathy was my high school crush. Tom was my best friend. She was all I thought about, so I shared with him. Got my nerve, drove to her, asked Kathy to the prom. Kathy said, I cannot go, I just said yes to Tom. Lessons lived, lessons learned. The best heartache I ever had was the first one I got burned. Sometimes wrong, sometimes right. The best teacher of them all is in the classroom life. Tom became a banker. I asked him for a loan. Ran up the max on MasterCard because Tom told me no. One day I came home and found my stuff out on the curb. Even took my grandpa's truck, left me quite perturbed. Lessons lived, lessons learned. The best stuff that I thought I bought, the bank made me return. Sometimes wrong, sometimes right. The best teacher of them all is in the classroom life. Ups and downs, turnarounds, money in my sock. Went downtown, Grandpa's truck, to get it out of hot. Drove by Tom and Kathy's house, he's working on his yard. Grabbed a tire iron from the back and said goodbye to Tom. Lessons lived, lessons learned. The best revenge is sweeter, still you pay for that last word. Sometimes wrong, sometimes right. The best teacher of them all is in the classroom of life. Some lessons, they come easy, I learned a few of mine. Suppose I'll learn a whole lot more doing life to 99. Now Grandpa's rolling in his grave while Kathy visits Tom's. I'm dreaming of that ice cream truck in my prison uniform. Lessons lived, lessons learned. I did my best and did my worst to earn what I have earned. Sometimes wrong, sometimes right. The best teacher of them all is in the classroom life. The best teacher of them all is in classroom life.
Yeah, Chuck. So you killed Tom.
Yeah.
The tire iron.
Yeah, somebody said, man,
Ooh,
that's a
man.
violent song.
That's a violent song.
Yeah.
Ah, you had it coming.
Yeah, really.
Ah, hang on.
That's why I love you, Dad.
This song is about this kid who grew up in a little town in Idaho. I also happen to grow up in a little town in Idaho. And this is, me and the guy in this song are very similar. This banter is not working. I wrote this song about myself. Okay. And like I said, I grew up in the evangelical sitch, and this is about that. And it's kind of where I got my start writing songs, like a lot of people. You know, it's for your first time getting exposed to music. For some folks is singing it in church. And that was my bit. Hey, Chuck, thanks a lot for having me, man. And it's a pleasure to share the stage with you, Dan and David. Thank you so much, man. I've learned some things. Some unsavory, some otherwise. But, still learning. Learning's learning. This song is called Cedars of Lebanon. First Church of the Nazarene, just an orange brick box on 6th Street, with some plain old folks who like to sing Amazing Grace. I was sitting in the pew, just a little kid, singing it loud, cause that's how my dad did. Don't recall what the preacher said, but those songs, they stayed. You give me them cedars of Lebanon, just an old guitar and a gospel song. It's alright if it's all wrong, you don't gotta sing in tune, yeah. No one on your radio ever came from Idaho, but here come Nashville on the phone, asking where you been. Well, I hit out west with my bluegrass band, doing what I understand with a Martin box and my best friends, and those songs from back when. You give me them cedars of Lebanon, just an old guitar and a gospel song. It's alright if it's all wrong, you don't gotta sing in a tune. But it all started there, with the woman at the piano playing by ear in an old hymn book. You didn't need the songs, you didn't have to learn to sing. You just open up your mouth and they were there. 100 hallelujahs in the air. Tell me twice, do you think that I sing nice? Are my vices worth the price of pretty music? Well, say I'm right, say I'm wrong, but I found my own shortcut to Zion, making wine from dandelions, and I'll share some with you. You give me them cedars of Lebanon, just an old guitar and a gospel song. It's alright if it's all wrong, you don't gotta sing in tune. You give me them cedars of Lebanon, just a late night and a guitar song. It's alright if it's all wrong, you don't gotta sing in tune.
Hey, Korby.
Thanks a lot.
Would you mind just sharing a little bit about your Patreon thing?
The Patreon thing?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of, Apple doesn't make computers with players in anymore, which is tough. Was that news to somebody? Wow. Yeah. I mean, it's been tough on people like us.
Oh, yeah.
And so we're all trying to figure out how to still make a living doing this music making thing. And one of those options is a thing out there called Patreon, which is a subscription thing, kind of like Kickstarter. Maybe some of you pledged on Kickstarter's projects in the past. And Kickstarter, usually like for a specific project, you'll like pledge on somebody making a CD or whatnot. Patreon is more of a subscription thing, so you'll pledge like $1 or $5 or $20 or $500. I haven't met that guy yet. And per month, and for that you get like whatever that artist says. And I do a Patreon campaign. That's what I'm using to pay for this this show that I'm making. And I have about 200 and some people that are pledging under this thing. And so it's a good way to go about supporting people whose art you like. That could be me or Dan or David or Chuck. And is that what you wanted me to say? I don't want to like go on.
Well, I'm
about
a patron follower of yours, and so maybe you just tell them how to do it, how to find it.
Oh, Patreon. Patreon is how it's spelled. And I'll be back there, and you can sign my email list, and I'll talk to you about it. And I'm a very pretty girlfriend. We'll talk to you too. Yeah. She's more fun to talk to than me. And it's Patreon, Patreon.com. And it's just it takes about a minute to sign up for it. And like for instance, I do a lot of other stuff besides the TV show. I do a lot of short stories that I write. And I also have this series called Happy Birthday Heroes, where I do a cover of a song of somebody well-known and on their birthday. And tomorrow it's Steve Earle's birthday tomorrow. And so me and a couple of friends from Nashville got together and we shot a video of us playing live in a room. This is going to be awesome. We cover, don't tell anyone, internet, but we're covering Steve Earle's song, Tennessee Blues. And that's going to come out tomorrow. But for Patreon people, it already came out. Aren't they special? Okay. That's enough of that. Okay.
Thank you.
Back to music.
Oh, okay. Years ago, really a long time ago, I went with my brother and his he was like 5 years old, maybe 6 years old son. And we went to a magic show. And it's like David Copperfield. I mean, it was a big show, I spent the whole time trying to figure out how the tricks worked, and I think, okay. And I'm pretty sure my brother did the same thing. But his son, Will, to a 5-year-old, what's the big deal about things disappearing and coming back again? I mean, they're already there. So, just a helpful hint. Don't take a 5-year-old to a magic show. It's kind of wasted, But anyway, I like magicians. Hope I get through this. Making her vanish into thin air. That was easy, my friend. I was never able to learn how to bring her back again. Love is a disappearing act. Mirrors and smoke and dreams. This is the world of illusion. Nothing is what it seems. There is no rabbit in the hat. The dove has flown away. There is no secret spell to cast, no magic words to say. The hunchback's in the tower, but he will not ring his bell. And though his eyes are filled with tears, his heart's an empty shell. The last train has left the station, the ship has sailed to sea. This city's under quarantine, and I can never leave. The streets are full of ghosts, they whisper in the dark. They say a wise man can read your mind, but a fool can break your heart. And now I stand in this empty hall, hoping you'll appear. But we both know that act's been done for at least 100 years. Finding the truth in magic, even I can do that now. Finding the magic in the truth, only a fool knows how. The great Manzini sits at the bar and stares into his glass. You hear him whisper to himself as he conjures up the past. I have grown blind to magic. Once I saw it everywhere. In every bird and flower, in every answered prayer. Making her vanish into thin air. That was easy, my friend. I was never able to learn how to bring her back again. Thanks, thank you all. Thank you, Chris.
Feel free to jump on this one in the middle, my brother. I really am honored to be up here with these gentlemen, with Korby Lenker and David Olney and Chuck McDowell. We have lots in common and we do lots of things differently, and I learn every time I'm around them. I want to finish up with a song that changed my life. It's kind of hard to put it any more simply than that. The short version of it is when, before this song was written, I was 31 years old and working in advertising. And I'd just been kicked out of a band that I thought, because I was over 30, was going to be my last band ever. My best friend was in the band, and we were side guys. And he was assigned the task of firing me. And we stopped speaking. 8 weeks later, he calls me up and said, "Let's write a song for no reason." And I remember thinking, "Let's write a song for no reason." Because I was filled with anger and poison and bitterness and resentment. But I also figured out that I wasn't doing anything musically. I had chosen this job over the band because the company was owned by an uncle who had gone through, he and his son had gone through a deep, unspeakable personal tragedy. When my cousin's mom had been brutally killed. That cousin, by the way, is Dave Navarro from Jane's Addiction and the Red Hot Chili Peppers and the Ink Master TV show. This was 35 years ago. So instead of standing on my bitterness and my resentment and my disgust, I sucked it up. And I said to my friend, "Sure, let's write a song for no reason." And on that night, 90 minutes after I got there, we wrote this. And almost exactly 1 year later, we wrote it on September 23rd, 1983. And October 12th, 1984, it entered the pop charts at number 45 by a young woman singer then known as Pat Benatar. Now that song changed my life, it changed his life, and it somehow manages to keep finding life. But the lesson I learned, and it's really come home to me now at the 35-year mark, I'm happy to say this here among my esteemed friends and colleagues, beloved friends and colleagues, but to all of you out there, and also to my new friend, Lucy-Blair Owen. At the end of the day, when you're filled with anger and bitterness because you think you've been wronged, and somebody says, "Just come do something one time. Come do this session." You know, if I hadn't taken the session, I wouldn't know any of you gentlemen. I wouldn't know any of y'all. So at the end of the day, take the damn session. 20 times I tried to tell you, 20 times I cried alone. Always I'm surprised how well you cut my feelings to the bone. Don't wanna leave you really, just wanna break the ice. Do I look silly to you when I yield to your advice? When you say we belong to the light, we belong to the thunder, we belong to the sound of the words we've both fallen under. Whatever we deny or embrace, or worse off or better, we belong together. Si acaso no lo sabes, te aseguro que es verdad. El cariño que es sincero no se apaga con crueldad. Olvidas lo que fuimos y desprecias lo más fiel. Juntitos pretendimos que la luna era de miel. Junto a ti, solo es mi anhelo. Everybody sing with me. Junto a ti como el rayo de luz que ha brotado el cielo. No importa el porvenir si sufrir es mi triste destino. Junto a ti hasta el fin del camino. Spanish words mean that there is no love that is greater than that between a true-hearted gentleman and his chosen one in the back of an El Camino. What? I'm from Southern California, you guys. Close your eyes and try to sleep now. Close your eyes and try to dream. Clear your mind and do your best to try and wash the palate clean. 'Cause we can't begin to know it, how much we really care. But I hear your voice inside me and I see your face everywhere. Now I say, we belong to the light, we belong to the thunder. We belong to the sound of the words we both love and under. Whatever we deny or embrace, or words of a banner, we belong together. We belong. Whatever we deny or embrace, we belong. We belong. We belong.
Oh, man.
Dan Navarro.
Yeah. I want to thank David Olney, Dan Navarro, Korby Lenker, and thank you all so much for being here. We'd love to visit with you out there, so we'll come out there and say hi. And thank you again.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks always to Eddie Owen.